Good morning, friends. I hope you're having a blessed morning this far. And today is Friday. Well, I'm glad that it's Friday. I'm glad to have my husband home. I'm thankful for the trip that they got to make to on their missions trip, and I'm thankful for all the things that God has done this week in and about our lives. And so we have so much to be thankful for. We are blessed to live where we live, and continue to pray for our leaders. And today, in the news, one of the things in the news, our Governor DeSantis' wife is working on Florida being healthy, and shared with us some of the breads that we shouldn't eat because they have not great things inside of them. So the last time she shared something, it was about candy, and one of the candies is the one that I like to have every once in a while, and that is a Jolly Rancher. That made me really sad. An apple Jolly Rancher, I love those. But anyways, we all got to do our best with the knowledge that we are given. So we'll do better with the knowledge that we're given, right? And the Lord will help us in that. So today we're reading Joshua chapter 20. And I know, just one chapter today. So Joshua chapter 20, and we'll begin after we ask the Lord to open thou mine eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law. Psalm 119, verse 18, and Joshua chapter 20, verse 1 begins. The Lord also spake unto Joshua, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Appoint out for you cities of refuge, whereof I spake unto you by the hand of Moses, that the slayer that killeth any person unawares and unwittingly may flee thither, and they shall be your refuge from the avenger of blood. And when he that doth flee unto one of those cities shall stand at the entering of the gate of the city, and shall declare his cause in the ears of the elders of that city, they shall take him into that city unto them, and give him a place, that he may dwell among them. And if the avenger of blood pursue after him, then they shall not deliver the slayer up into his hand, because he smote his neighbor unwittingly, and hated him not before time. And he shall dwell in that city until he stand before the congregation for judgment, and until the death of the high priest that shall be in those days. Then shall the slayer return and come unto his own city, and unto his own house, unto the city from whence he fled. And they appointed Kadesh in Galilee, and Mount Naphtali, and Shechem, and Mount Ephraim, and Kirjath-Abara, which Hebron in the mount of Judah, and on the other side Jordan by Jericho, and eastward they assigned Bezar in the wilderness upon the plain out of the tribe of Reuben, and Ramoth in Gilead out of the tribe of Gad, and Golan in Bashan out of the tribe of Manasseh. These were the cities appointed for all the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them, that whosoever killeth any person at unaware might flee thither, and not die by the hand of the avenger of blood, until he stood before the congregation. So the reason they had this is because their law at the time said if you killed someone, you could kill them. Like basically, if you killed someone, you could take them out for doing that. It was the same thing. Like if they stole something, they could cut off their hand and so on. But imagine if something happened accidentally, meaning that's why it says unaware. You didn't know something happened. Like today, if you were. I had someone that this happened to. They were driving, and a person came in the street, and that person passed. And so obviously that wasn't on purpose. And so they had cities of refuge to run to go to before the person would avenge their death, meaning a family member of theirs could avenge their death. And so then the slayer that killed anyone, any unaware and unwittingly, could flee to these cities of refuge. And so those are what we heard, where they were at, and the cities that had them. So they were set up to protect the person who did not mean to harm someone, but actually did harm someone. And so they could be what they called run away from the Avenger of Blood. In a time when there was no regulated police force, this was the only way for them to be safe. While there, they could get a trial and be protected, and then they would go back to their city for that trial and get to stand before the congregation to declare their case. And then there would be an actual judgment, whether guilty or not guilty. So they couldn't be automatically guilty. And anyways, I've shared this before, but there's a song called City of Refuge. And when I was a young little girl, I don't know, maybe 10, 11 years old, I used to always love that song, and talked about running to the City of Refuge. And I didn't really understand all the meaning to it, but I love that it was correlated with Jesus being our city of refuge. And so, if you take time, you probably YouTube the song City of Refuge. Anyways, let's go on to read Psalm 127. Psalm 127. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. It is in vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows, for so he giveth his beloved sleep. The Lord gives us sleep. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are the children of the youth. Happy is the man that hath the quiver of them. They shall not be ashamed, but they shall speak with the enemies in the gate. And then that is it for today. But we are always supposed to, as parents, supposed to reflect that Jesus love that he gave us. And so be mindful of that. Before we finish for today, and I'm sorry for my voice sound like a froggy, but today our Bible verse, Exodus chapter 15, verse 13. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people, thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people, which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. Thou in thy mercy hast led forth the people which thou hast redeemed. Thou hast guided them in thy strength unto thy holy habitation. Exodus 15:13. Have a blessed day. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.